Hello. All right, everyone. Today we're talking about Alex Jones and the internet censorship. Now, I was not a regular viewer of Alex Jones. And occasionally I tuned in and I hear him say some crazy things. I'd be like, that's ridiculous. And then lately I had gone to his channel somewhat. I saw him cover Tommy Robinson, the Count Dankula, and the Walk Away, and all those stories seem to be factual. So I would say maybe he's 50-50. Maybe he's 50% conspiracy and 50% news. I wouldn't say he's 100% news, but just the same, this is a big deal. Because, like we're saying, if the liberals, if they dare to topple somebody as big as Alex Jones, then they're definitely coming for little peanuts like you and me, you know, and it'll be for nothing. We all know, we're not stupid, we all know that when they say terms of service and community guidelines, that can mean anything they want it to mean. You can say, my cat had kittens, and they'll say you violated the community service because you're a white supremacist or something, so we're taking down your cat had kittens and we're deleting your Facebook page. This is putting us, all of us, in a dangerous position. I have always thought that an American company had to go by American law and, you know, treat the people with freedom and give them their liberty. I think this private company, you can do whatever you want, is absolute nonsense. I mean, why do you suppose all the job applications say no discrimination based on race, religion, sexual orientation, things like that? They say that because I guess there's a law about non-discrimination. And it should be the same for political. They should also say no discrimination based on political affiliation. Because it's getting ridiculous. We worried about the government trying to take away our freedoms. Well, apparently all it takes is all these corporations getting together and they can have you out so tight you can't fly in an airplane or you can't go to the grocery store, and they'll be saying, oh, you're wearing my sneakers. You can't wear my sneakers because you're a hateful person. And, you know, you can't wear this t-shirt. This t-shirt was made by a good liberal and you're a terrible conservative. You know, remember during the 2016 election, there were some goofy artists that said, oh, Trump has a picture that I painted. Oh, he can't have it. Oh. And then stupid Stephen King, my new novel, Trump's not allowed to go see it. In the movie theaters. So, these liberals are insane. And like I said, and when they do this to conservatives and to President Trump, they're really saying they want to do it to all of us. To anybody who disagrees with them, they want to throw us out. They want to bar us from buying clothes and food. That's just how bad these leftists are. We're still in the early stages. So you'll say, oh, don't say they're that bad. But if you look at history, every other situation like this, it deteriorates. Just look at Nazi Germany. First, the Jews just had to wear a J on their shirt. Then they weren't allowed to go to the movies. Then the kids weren't allowed to go to school with the other German kids. Then they weren't allowed to shop here and there, and it just kept tightening up. They weren't allowed to drive cars. They weren't allowed to do this or that. And pretty soon, they were hauling the Jews off to the concentration camps to be exterminated. So, I kid you not. This is serious, and we need to be concerned about it. Now, as for what to do about it, we'll definitely complain. Like I said, I really hesitate at doing business with any of these platforms that I see are anti-free speech platforms, like Facebook, YouTube, you know, and I still say Twitter, I left them a long time ago because I thought they were bad. So these other companies are no better. So the lesson we learned is just to be as independent as possible. Do not depend on these companies. I mean, we hope that there will be some competition to help, but like I said, they're so big, it'd be hard to put them out of business. But we need to have some alternatives pop up, and I think we're in the middle of a shift. People aren't going to be depending on social media so much for their livelihood when they see what can happen. So we need to go more independent, but definitely complain. I don't know, I'd say write a letter to President Trump, like I do, write congressmen, senators, whoever, and just tell them there's a situation where, you know, the internet is just getting really discriminatory and something needs to be done, because something does need to be done. It really does. There needs to be a law that says no discrimination based on political affiliation, because it's coming, my friends. They'll be coming for you and me just because we're small right now. Don't think that they won't be after us. Let's fight even for speech that we don't agree with, because it's a whole lot easier to have equal freedom for everybody on the internet than to have equal censorship. Because censorship is hard work, and it's not nice, and it's not right, and it's only going to end in disaster and tragedy. So I say no to censorship, yes to free speech. Let freedom ring.